Alright, good morning everyone. Yes, my topic is getting ready. A well-being program covering self-care, mental health, resources, social networking, and time management strategies for international students who will be joining White House International College later in the year, early next year. So here are some of the key elements that we will be looking at in the program. We'll be following the logic model, program logic model, which outlines the key elements, which is goals, key activities, and outcome desires that we will be achieving at the end of the 6 weeks program. So speaking of goals, it promotes self-care, providing mental health services and resources, social networking between the international students, getting them to familiarize with everyone's culture and practices, and helping them cope with time management. Some of the key activities that is included deals with self-care, enough sessions for everyone to mix with health professions, and making sure that everyone is socially included in the events and everything conducted throughout the 6 weeks. Yes, and outcome desires, making sure that students are aware of resources available to them in regards to their mental health, having them to build strong social networks between themselves and the teachers and services available to them, and managing their time effectively, that they know and feel that they are supported throughout their academic journey. Some of the health and safety throughout the 6 weeks, making sure for us facilitators to regularly check and know every individuals that are attending, and make sure that no one is left out, because when we are new to a new place, we tend to keep to ourselves in a corner and not be part of the group. So it is very important to keep in touch and just meet the students, have a seat with them, talk with them, get to know them, and yeah. To the second one, the importance of balanced nutrition and physical activity. Balanced nutrition, that's one of the most important things for me personally. Yeah. Before coming into the program, each week we make sure there's refreshments provided. Some of the things they can have a bite, have a quick bite before they enter to proceed with the program, so that everything is in balance with mental and physical as well. Safe social interactions and maintaining personal boundaries. Talk with them, know their boundaries, know your boundaries, respect their culture, how they dress, how they see things, make sure that they are included in everything we do. Here are some of the resources and support that we have around in the college. It is very important that we let them know from the beginning, middle to the end, that there are resources and support available to everyone that is attending our college. A list of mental health resources and counseling services. I know we have some free counseling sessions here every Tuesday, so it is like they can make use of it. Contact information for on-campus support, the teachers who they can talk to, and make sure that they are, feel welcome, feel at home. Because for me personally, I come from Fiji. That's my home. Leaving my home to come to another place, a stranger, a bigger place than my home, I need support. I don't have my family, I don't have my friends. These support and counseling services will help them individually in their academic journey. External resources such as crisis hotlines and community support groups, if they can talk to us, the staff and the students, there are other services available around that area which they can tap into during their journey. Yes, research and development. At the end of each week, we will be conducting surveys. These surveys will be conducted for all of the students, current and the new international students. With these three questions, these three questions with being the main questions around the questionnaires and the surveys being conducted. Do they have any concern in regards to mental health and self-care when studying abroad? Some of the cultures, they tend to keep to themselves, and it derails their focus from schoolwork. So it's very important to, nail it to them. In regards to social networking, which platform do they prefer? Most of the students coming internationally, they tend to isolate themselves. Oh, I can do this on my own. I don't need the help. It starts from the home. They grew up with that mentality. So it's up to us to help them break the bond, break it, and help them reach out. So when they leave this place or institution, or when they leave the program, they have a clear mindset of what they can do, what they can achieve more with their current status. And the last one, do they face any challenges when managing that time? This is one of the many things that kills our dreams, managing our time when procrastination, to say it otherwise. This is the outline of the 6 weeks program. So week 1, we'll be introducing individual well-beings, some of the activities, orientation session, introduction to self-care and mental health resources, trying to get the students to have a feeling of the program and help them mix around with other students so they can understand the importance of well-being and available support services. Week 2 will be looking at self-care strategies, workshops on mindfulness, relaxation techniques, and healthy habits. This will help students develop practical self-care routines, not just here in school, but they can do it, practice it at home, in the church, wherever they go. Time management skills, interactive sessions on prioritizing tasks, planning, and avoiding procrastination, as I've mentioned before. This will help them learn effective time management strategies. Week 4, social networking, icebreaker events, social gatherings, peer networking activities. This will help students in forming meaningful connections with peers, not with only their peers, but teachers, services, care providers, where they can get help and help their friends too in their journey. So week 5, mental health resources, sessions with counselors discussing stress management and coping strategies. Week 5, it's a one-on-one session with the staff and the students. So it'll be like a time slot for students to come in, have the questions ready from the previous week. So when they come to week 5, they have their questions ready, and the staff or us will be there to help them in counseling services and stress management technique. And the last week, integration and reflection. This will be the reflection of everything done in the 5 weeks. So group discussion, personal reflections, planning for ongoing support. If some of them needs ongoing support from what they have learned and want to continue, or they have picked out from the 5 weeks, this will be determined here at week 6. So students will reflect on their experiences, showing their feedback, and of course, a plan for continued care, self-care. This is a rough budget for the program for the 6 weeks. So sitting on top is guest speakers 700. I left 700 there is because the cost for them to speak, the speakers, roughly 2 or 3, and their transport, their fuel charges, parking space, meal allowance, and everything to do with it. Refreshment and food, that's basically like main, like a tea break when they come in, just a quick coffee, and then lunch every day for the 6 weeks. So, and then transport, that's transport for those who can make it in time. So if they use the public transport, we can also reimburse. For the guest speakers as well as the staff running late, we can also reimburse. And workshop stationery, everything to do with writing, printing, ink-wise, and everything else. The venue cost, I will be using a conference room, so it's nothing to consider. If ever there's a need of shift between the budget, we can always shift it from the transport to other areas, just in case if they need shifting around. So we'll be sitting at $2,000. So yeah, that's the a rough estimate of the budget on the left here. So from the program evaluation and from the data we can from the data we will collect at the end of the 6 weeks, it will help our school effectiveness in delivering it will help our school effectively from the feedbacks and the outcomes of the program, because at the effectiveness, our students improving time management and are better responding, reporting mental health, and feedbacks, are they satisfied with the resource activities, are the participants building, forming social networks and connection, making use of self-care practices. Yeah, any questions? Any questions? And thank you.